Are you feeling overwhelmed with balancing working from home, parenting, navigating your child's learning from home, and all of the changes that have occurred in your life recently? If so, stay tuned. I have some tips to share with you. Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining. My name is Dr. Mary McConnell, and this is the third video in a series of 4 where I am sharing tips and information to assist parents during the coronavirus pandemic. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell below so you can be notified of future videos and share this video with others. Now let's get started. Tip number 1, have daily self-checks. And with all that may be going on in your life at this time, it is important to check in with yourself to see how are you doing. How are you as a parent dealing with the daily frustrations and uncertainties that are occurring in your life from having to balance working at home, many of you, the parenting role, and adjusting to your child having school at home. Anxiety may be high for both parents and children with all of the changes and challenges that are occurring. It's also important to have self-check-ins with your children as well, to check in to see how they are doing emotionally. This is an uncharted and unsettling time for many. Tip number 2, have pre-planned alternatives for dealing with anger and frustration. Working from home and spending time with your child, assisting him or her, may trigger some unusual frustration that you may not normally experience. Rather than reacting based on emotion and frustration, just think about some situations that may arise or may occur with your child. So rather than reacting based on emotion and frustration, let's just stop, take a moment and pause, sit, perhaps, think and reflect, and then react. Also, some relaxation exercises may be helpful, or even counting backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop and take deep breaths. We want to be careful what we say and how we react to our children at this time. Remember, this is a difficult time for our children as well. Tip number 3, find creative ways for your child to stay connected with their schoolmates, their peers, and friends. This is something that you can do together with your child. Just sit down and just brainstorm and just list and just come up with different ways to make this happen. By now, many children are ready to go back to school. They miss their friends and activities and sports and their social engagements with other classmates. As the weeks go by, some students may express feelings of feeling some disconnection with their peers, especially since they are physically separated. This can be traumatic for some children. Tip number 4, find out what additional supports your school district is providing. And this may be helpful to you and to your child. Find out what supports you need from your child's teacher or school while your child is receiving his or her learning remotely from home. Don't hesitate to reach out and get the support or services that you might need. Many districts and schools, they are providing counseling, social work services, parent support. They may even have some parent chats or parent support groups, and as well as additional resources. Tip number 5, assess what is working well and what is not working so well. Take some time to reflect and just list and just think about what is going well now, what's not going so well, and determine what changes you need to make at home. Do you need to alter your schedule? Do you need to alter your child's schedule? What about the physical space where your child is completing assignments? So just assess where you are right now and see what you may need to do to make things better. Tip number 6, be flexible. We may not be able to do everything the way we are accustomed to doing. So we must allow for some flexibility in our life at this time. Tip number 7, know that we're going to get through this. Remain confident that this too will pass. Reach out to your child's teacher and let them know you appreciate what they have done and what they are continuing to do, because this is new for them as well, having to replan and rethink and come up with creative ways to provide learning and instruction for your child. Thank you for tuning in to this session. I hope this information will be helpful to you.